Welcome again to another Black Eden GTA 5 house review. Once again we're travelling north to have a look at another detached house Paleto Bay has to offer. Introducing 4401 Procopio Drive. Let's start with the house itself. The rural holiday home is of reasonable size for its area. It's slightly raised up from ground level, making it feel like a true beach house. I personally think this is one of the best personal homes, and by that I mean homes you didn't buy just for the garage or for the interior. 4401 Procopio Drive has a nicely sized garden which spans the front and rear lawn. The garage is completely detached from the house, however interestingly can be accessed directly without having to leave the house first. The garage is positioned well in that it adds to the size of the plot. The house and garage nicely wall off the rear garden for maximum privacy when hosting illegal raves. However, one of the most upsetting features of the house, and something which may throw new buyers off, is that the side gate doesn't actually open. I can't tell you how many tears came down my face when I walked into this gate and it remained shut. In fact, me and Rob had to go and shoot up a nearby beach to relieve our emotions.
Fuck off.
So if you climb over the garden gate, you'll see the nice little garden. Actually, whilst we're on the topic, I'll mention that the garden has many escape routes, one of which being the next door neighbour. The house to the left of 4401 Procopio Drive is under construction. Pretty slow work considering the game was released back in 2013 and they still haven't finished. However, the house acts as great cover. You can climb on the roof or take cover in the middle floor, allowing you to hold out against any organisation or wanted level. The house's exterior looks quite pretty. In fact, it's one of the better models they could have used in my opinion. The foundation of the house is made up of red brickwork with white walls and a Spanish-styled tiled roof. A nice feature of the house is the porch, which consists of a waist-height brick wall and two columns, which not only looks good, but is ideal for holding out. For some reason, there's a small arc on the side of the building which isn't explained. The house is surrounded by vegetation, with a lot of greenery, 3 large trees which refract the sunlight perfectly if you've got your shaders high enough. Moving on to the inside of the house, it's a standard copy and paste low-medium interior, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. You've got a nice little lobby room. There's a little dining area. There's a lounge, kitchen with all your alcoholic supplies such as whiskey, beer. You even got your own little radio to tune in to some bangers. And then if we move on into the bedroom, hold on a second. Yeah, as I was saying, so the bedroom is relatively small, just a double bed with women's underwear and lingerie everywhere. But that could just be Rob's house. And then there's a very small bathroom with a little mirror, a shower, you know, standard stuff. The house really isn't that big on the inside. You've also got a 6-car garage, which as mentioned, you can access from your house without having to leave. So obviously that's pretty good. You got your laptop so you can stream Pornhub while you're working on your bikes. So yeah, I mean, just taking a walk around the house now to emphasise, you know, the only reason you're really going to buy this house is if you want, like I said, a holiday home where you got a fucking lovely view of the sea and you can walk out and just look across to the beach, maybe go down and murder a few locals every now and then. So of course you may be wondering, you know, for the privilege of being able to walk over and just have a look at the great views with my best friend, how much am I going to be paying? You know, how much of a hole is this going to burn in my pocket? Well, despite being the most expensive of the houses available up north, it's still pretty fucking cheap. It's only going to cost you about $165,000, which is pretty good going. You are, of course, pretty much paying for the nice rural location, which, as demonstrated now, is pretty much at the very top of the map with the other 2 houses up in Paleto Bay. All 3 of which were actually added in the Independence Day update. Lastly, the house has its own driveway, which is big enough to fit 2 cars on, and the garage door is also quite big, so the plot of land itself is quite sizable, just like 0232 Paleto Boulevard, which is just down the road. So yeah, as we drive off in the G-Wagon now, just going to show you some of the local utilities that are home to Paleto Bay. So just around the corner from this house, we've got the barbers, tattoo shop, and lastly, if you keep going down the road, you'll find that also an ammunition, which is pretty fucking useful. You've got just about everything you need, and in the opposite direction there's also a mod shop, not 20 yards away, so everything's, you know, nice and close. So yeah, that just about wraps up this review of 4401 Procopio Drive. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we were very informative. Just drop a like, and if you want more high quality house reviews, I'm afraid there's only one option. You're gonna have to subscribe.